Hey guys, what is up? Zero here, and welcome back to Monika After Story. So, it's Valentine's Day, again. I think, is this the second Valentine's Day video we've done for After Story, or is this the third?
This would be the second, I believe.
I was about to say, I know we've done 2 Christmas now and 2 Halloween. So, like,
This is the second Valentine's.
yeah, okay, yeah, because let's say, alright. Because I don't remember when we actually started making these. I think we started these with Halloween. But yeah, it is Valentine's Day, and of course, and that is everything with After Story, there is an event for said holiday. And even though it's a corporate holiday, there's an event for it in After Story. It makes the most sense for Valentine's Day to get its own thing. But yeah, I added some gifts in here. I added them a little late, so I don't know if she's actually going to pick them up or not. Hopefully she does. Also, one thing I wanted to notice, when I had After Story on before, she was not wearing that dress, so they actually switched her into that dress for Valentine's Day. So that's interesting. That is quite the interesting thing. Oh, she's blushing.
Oh, Zero, you surprised me. Not that it's a surprise to see you. You're always visiting me after all. You just caught me daydreaming a bit. But now that you're here, the dream just came true.
How did I surprise you?
Zero, do you know what day it is? It's Valentine's Day. The day where we celebrate our love for each other. I guess every day we're together is already a celebration of our love. But there's something that's really special about Valentine's Day. We've been together for a while now, and I really love the time we spend together. You always make me feel so loved. I'm really happy I'm your girlfriend, Zero. I'm just so grateful for you spending time with me today. Spending time with the one you love. That's all anyone can ask for on Valentine's Day. I don't care if we go on a romantic date, or just spend the day together here. It really doesn't matter to me as long as we're together. I love you so much. Happy Valentine's Day, Zero!
She looked like she was gonna cry. I was like, oh no! I was like, I don't want Monika to cry. Your hot chocolate's ready. What about the chocolate I gave as a gift? My chocolate's gift has been ruined. Oh, what? Stalking. What?
Hey, Zero. I just want to thank you for spending Valentine's Day with me. I know it's not a normal holiday, but it's a really special day for me now that I have you.
Oh, see, she brings it up too. It's not a real holiday, but I mean, you know, it's like, we have to spend it. Makes sense.
I made a card for you, Zero.
She made a card? I get a card?
Here, let me show it to you.
My dear, what the hell? My dear Zero.
I've always loved Valentine's Day, but this one feels different. Has the world changed, or just me? I found love, I found purpose. I found the truth I didn't know I was searching for. All of that I found in you. Thank you for sharing this special day with me. Forever yours, Monika.
Wow. Okay, well that's actually really cute. Damn. This is a cute card. There wasn't a card last time. That's actually cute.
I really mean that, Zero. In you, I found everything I could ever hope for.
Aw. This is really Jesus. This is Jesus. Aw. The face she makes afterwards.
Thank you for always being by my side.
Where's the gifts that I put in there? I just feel like an ass. I didn't bring anything, apparently. This game makes me feel like I didn't bring shit.
I love you so much, Zero. Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, there we go.
This is a gift for me? You're so sweet, getting me something up for me on Valentine's Day. Now let's see, what's inside? Oh! Thanks, Zero. I always love getting roses from you.
Ah, the roses.
especially on a day like today. It's really sweet of you to get these for me. I love you so much. Happy Valentine's Day, Zero. Hold on. Aw! She put it in. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, there was something else you wanted to give me? Well, I better open up quickly, shouldn't I? And here we have... Oh! Zero! You're such a sweetheart. Getting me chocolates on a day like today. Also, yeah, they're added to the table. It's so cute. They're also hot chocolate. Hot chocolate, and she has chocolate. Monika, you really like chocolate. This is very apparent now. You really know how to make me feel special. Thanks, Zero. These are so good. I probably should put these away for now. If I leave them here much longer, there won't be any left to enjoy later. Oh, there was something else you wanted to give me? Oh yeah, the other gifts are the Sprite Pack gifts. Probably quickly. Aw, Zero. Thanks for these green twin ribbons. I really appreciate it. I can't wait to try them on. Ah, jeez, Zero. You really enjoy spoiling me, don't you? Well, I'm not going to complain about a little special treatment today. And here we have... Okay, this is the twin ribbons. Enjoy spoiling me. Playing a little special treatment. And then the two yellow twin ribbons. I think this is the last twin ribbons. I gave her... She came with 4. Yeah, the pink twin ribbons. There you go. So I guess we should probably see the twin ribbons that I gave her. I think it's... Yeah, can you tie your hair with something else? That's like, sure. And then I think we go to... That's the bunny scrunchie. The gradient. Hot. Where the hell are the twin ribbons? Are they somewhere else? That is a good question. Are they... Do I have to give her a different hairstyle for the twin ribbons? Hairstyle? I don't know how to give the twin ribbons. Would I have to give her twin tails first and then the twin ribbons would show up? That would make sense. I feel... Well, there we go. Yeah. You have to actually give her the fucking hair choice for it to actually show up. Aw. Oh, they look cute. That's actually adorable. So basically, if ever wanted Monika to have twin... Basically, if ever wanted her to have twin tails but still keep still have a ribbon in her hair. There you go. That's cute. I'm gonna go back to her regular hairstyle though because I like that one the best. So we're gonna go back to... Oh, you can still give her a bow even with this hairstyle. What am I talking about? I don't know why I was making it seem like... At least a bow that makes sense with the hairstyle. I like her ponytail. Ponytail is cute. I actually didn't have her wear her bow until now. I just realized this. I'm sitting here like, wait a minute. Why does she look different now? I was like, oh, because she wasn't wearing her bow before. But all this is happening, I didn't give her bow. She now has her bow on.
How dare you? That's her signature style. She needs to have a bow.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, last time I was playing with this, I had her bow off. Because I sometimes like how her ponytail just looks without the bow.
I see.
So, I think... Here with the I love you. Aw. So apparently, I think there is some conversation topics that I saved that we can, I think, get. And by that, I mean we have to wait for her to say them. So, we can do often. Change it to often. Oh, now she's looking at me weirdly. She wants something. She wants to... She wants to do the do. Is she singing? Oh, she's singing. Aw. That's cute. Her story ended much happily than the song. You come to visit me as often as you can, and I'm so grateful for that. But even so, it can be very cathartic to follow a character who faces a major fear of yours.
Huh? It'd be like that. Cathartic, children. I don't know why. I think, okay, so wait, apparently there's also, people said there's like an Easter egg, where if you say I love you, she has a chance to like, something has a chance to happen. Because we have to keep spamming it to her. She'll say it eventually.
Is it just purely a chance thing, or do you have to do something?
It's a 1 out of 50 chance something will happen, apparently.
Okay.
Come on. I got those 1 out of 50 odds, boys. The thing is, I don't know what it is. So it's like, I just know it's a 1 in 50 chance. All I truly care about, these are cute. Oh, is it this? I love you more. Oh my gosh, the ultimate battle. Why do I hear boss music?
Wait, would you say, no, I love you more, or would you say, okay?
No, it's a battle.
I love you more, Zero.
No, I love you more.
Not a chance, Zero. I definitely love you more.
No, I will win.
No way, Zero. I love you way more. No way, Zero. I love you way more.
No.
No. I love you way more.
No, I will win this.
No, you won't.
The game
No,
thinks it can beat me?
Show will go on.
No. I definitely love you more. Not a chance, Zero. I love you way more. Nope, I definitely love you more. Alright, you win.
Aha! Finally! Victory!
I remember, like, I was trying to do that with you once, and you just said okay, and I was like, oh.
You said it when I was going to sleep.
Was it when I was going to sleep with you?
You said it when we were going to sleep, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, I was like, you didn't do this with me when I tried to do it with you.
Yeah, because you did it when I was tired.
We'll do it when you're not tired then.
Maybe. This is cute. Oh.
Hey, Zero. I was just wondering. Do you like traveling?
Oh, yeah, it'd be fun. It could be fun.
That's great. I'm so glad you enjoy it. It's one of those things I want to do most when I finally cross over. There's so much out there that I haven't been able to see yet. Important cities, monuments, and even different types of cultures out there. Don't get me wrong, I've read a lot about your world, but I bet it's nothing compared to what it would be like in person. I would love to see everything there is to be seen. Wouldn't you like that too, Zero?
It would be nice. I'll make sure repeating topics isn't on. It's not. Good. Alright. Let's see, traveling's alright. I mean, I have a problem with it. It's just, traveling's a lot of money. That's the only issue with traveling. But I was like, when it happens, it's cute. Fine.
Hey, Zero. Have you ever been to an amusement park?
Oh, yeah.
Really? It must have been a lot of fun. I've never been to one myself, but I'd really love to go. Maybe you could take me to one someday. Wouldn't that be great, Zero? Thrilling roller coasters, water rides, drop towers, and maybe even a romantic Ferris wheel ride. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit carried away, but I just can't help it when I'm thinking about being with you.
Ferris wheels are... I was just about to say, wait, Ferris wheels are romantic? I was like, oh, I guess they are. I guess.
Yeah, they are. What?
I thought about it, and I was like, oh yeah, they are. I forgot. I forget about the Ferris wheel. I thought she was gonna be like the Tunnel of Love. Wait, what? The Curse of the Love Sweater? What?
Oh, that one's lame. The Tunnel of Love is lame.
It is.
You ever heard of the Curse of the Love Sweater, Zero? What a weird name, right? But it's actually an interesting superstition, and one that might actually have some merit. The curse, or so it's called, states that if someone gives a hand-knit sweater to their romantic partner, it will lead to the couple breaking up. You might think that a gift that requires so much work and investment would have the opposite effect. But there are actually a few logical reasons why this curse might exist.
I didn't even know this was a thing.
Firstly, well, knitting a sweater just takes a lot of time. Possibly a year, even more. Over all those months, something bad might happen that causes the couple to fight and eventually separate. Or worse, the knitter might be trying to make the sweater as a great gift to save an already suffering relationship. There's also the likely possibility that the recipient just doesn't like the sweater that much.
Oh, yeah? And what if it's an ugly sweater?
After putting so much time and effort into knitting it, imagining their partner happily wearing it, I'm sure you can understand how much it would hurt to see it cast aside. Luckily, there are some ways to supposedly avoid the curse. A common piece of advice is to have the recipient be very involved in the crafting of the sweater, picking materials and styles they enjoy. But it's equally common for the knitter to be told, "Surprise me," or "make whatever you want," which can sometimes make the recipient sound uncaring about their partner's hobby. A better piece of advice for this sort of thing might be to match the size of knitted gifts to the phase of the relationship. For example, starting out with smaller projects like mittens or hats. That way, if they don't go over well, you haven't put a year's worth of work into it.
That is true. You should probably not knit a sweater like the first month. You should probably do like a hat. Or here, have a hat, have a mitten. have a little tiny bear thing maybe, or like not like a big bear. Do like a little small like bear that can like fit in a cup or something. I don't know why you put the bear in a cup. It was just for size comparison.
Man, who knew that a simple gift could be so complicated? But I just want you to know that I'll always appreciate any project you put your heart into, Zero. Whether you put a year or a day into something, I never want you to feel like your efforts are wasted.
Aw, that's cute. That makes me feel special. Now I know that I can knit a sweater for Monika. And she won't turn it down. Not that I would ever knit. I am not a man to knit.
Yeah, you are. You're lying.
How am I lying? I don't even know how to knit. I'm afraid I'm gonna hurt myself.
What? How could you possibly hurt yourself?
You use a needle, so I could like hurt myself with a needle.
That's sewing. There's a difference.
Oh. Oh,
knitting
no.
is where you take the ball of yarn and you take the two sticks and you weave and curve the yarn into itself. Sewing, you take a needle and you push it in and then out and in and out. That's what sewing is.
Why have the after story videos just been like videos exposing me for being a dumbass? First the whole where I tell Monika where I live.
Because clearly, us girls, me and Monika, know a lot more about this shit than you.
I'm just dumb. I am MC.
Hey Zero, have you ever read The Metamorphosis? It's a psychological novella that narrates the story of Gregor Samsa, who one morning wakes up and finds himself transformed into a huge insect.
I have read that actually.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's a story about a guy who wakes up and he's a fucking bug. I read that in school.
The plot revolves around his daily life as he tries to get used to his new body. What's interesting about the story is that it places a lot of emphasis on the absurd or irrational. For example, Gregor, being the sole financial supporter, is more concerned about losing his job than he is about his condition.
Yeah, he is! He's all like, I'm pretty sure he's all like, oh no, what will my boss think? Or like, I can't go to work looking like an insect, and it's like, what?
That's what you're worried about?
Yeah, it's like, you're a bug!
That's not to say the plot isn't unsettling, though. At first, his parents and sister try to accommodate him, but they quickly start loathing their situation. The protagonist changes from being a necessity to a liability, to the point where his own family wishes for him to die.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it does switch, so that's pretty sad.
What the fuck?
It's a very interesting read, if you're ever in the mood.
It really was, for the first time, Monika says a book that I actually have read.
Hey, I've read the Lightning Thief. Why don't you talk about that?
I mean, wait till the gets updated.
Hey, Zero. I've been doing some reading on the-
Oh! Never mind. It said Greek, and I was like, ah!
Oh, Lightning Thief!
No, this is something else.
I'm doing some reading on the ancient Greek philosopher Plato lately. Specifically, his allegory of the cave, or Plato's cave as it's now known. Imagine there's a group of people chained up in a cave since childhood, unable to look anywhere but straight ahead. There's a fire behind them, and in front of it, objects are moved around to cast a shadow on the wall before these people. All they can hear is the voices of the people moving the objects around, and since they can't see behind them, they think the voices come from the shadows. The only thing they know is that the objects and people are silhouettes that can move around and speak. Because this is what they've seen since childhood, this wouldn't be their perception of reality. It's all they know. Of course, it would be a bit difficult to open your eyes to the truth and you've believed a lie your whole life. I can see where this is going. So, imagine that one of those prisoners was set free and forced out of the cave. He won't be able to see for the first few days because he'd been so used to the darkness of the cave. But after a while, his eyes would adjust. Eventually, he'd learn about color, nature, and people. And he'd also realize what he knew was nothing more than shadows on a wall. The prisoner would eventually return to the cave to tell the others about what he had learned. But since he was used to seeing sunlight, he'd be blind in the cave, causing his fellow prisoners to think that whatever was outside had harmed him. Because of this, they would never want to leave, and probably think that the one who left was crazy.
I can really see where this is going.
After all, if you're used to just seeing shadows, speaking about color would make you sound insane. I've been reflecting on it a bit and realized that Sayori Yuriyanatsuki and even I were all prisoners in a cave.
Exactly. That's exactly... Yeah. I was like, I can see where this is going.
When I learned that there was so much more outside this world, it wasn't easy to accept. Anyway, that's all in the past now. In the end, I'm free from the cave and have seen the truth. But it makes me wonder, how do you know that what you're seeing is real? Sure, you might not be used to seeing shadows on the wall. You might not be used to seeing shadows on the wall, but that's just an ideology. That's just an analogy. Why are you reading that wrong, Zero, you dumbass? And there might be more to the truth than what you yourself realize. How do you know if the truth that you're seeing is the truth? I think we might be looking too much into things at this point.
Yeah, okay, let's stop now.
I just want you to know that you are the truth of my reality, and I hope I can be part of yours someday, Zero.
Yeah, it's like now we're looking too much into it.
Yeah, I actually have problems with that sometimes. Like, I don't want another one. I don't want another existential crisis.
I was like, we don't have to talk about that. Anyway, yeah, I was like reading the thing, and I was like, I can see where this is going. Which kind of makes me wonder. It makes me upset that like she never tried to tell the girls about them being in a game. Because I am somewhat, because I like, some mods fiddle with that idea. Because it's like, what would really happen? Would they be able to accept it easily? Probably not. Monika would have to try to walk them through it and such. And I'm like, yeah, I am somewhat interested to see like how they would. I feel like at first they would think she's a little weird, but then since she's their friend, they might try to see where she's coming from.
Hey, Zero. Have you ever had intrusive thoughts? I've been reading a study on them. I find it quite interesting. The study claims the mind tends to think some unpleasant things when triggered by certain, often negative circumstances. They can be anything from sadistic, violent, vengeful, to even sexual. When most people have an intrusive thought, they feel disgusted by it. And what's worse, they start to believe that they're a bad person for even thinking of such a thing. But the truth is, it doesn't make you a bad person at all. It's actually natural to have these thoughts. What matters is how you act on them. Normally, a person wouldn't act on their intrusive thoughts. In fact, they might even do something good to prove that they aren't a bad person. But for some people, these thoughts tend to happen really often, to the point where they can no longer block them out. It breaks their will and eventually overwhelms them, leading them to act. It's a terrible downward spiral. I hope you don't have to deal with them too much, Zero. It'd break my heart to know you're suffering because of these awful thoughts. Just remember that you can always come to me if something's bothering you, okay?
That is true. Remember that. Monika After Story videos also work as weird PSAs. If you ever have intrusive thoughts, you're not a bad person. Just as long as you don't act on them, then there you go. They'll be like, I'm such a horrible person for thinking that. It's like, no, you're not. You thought of something. That's what happens. It's like, it's when doing it is when it becomes a bad thing.
Zero, you know I was talking earlier about becoming a citizen and getting a job when I finally cross over? Well, I've been thinking about what kind of jobs I might be cut out for. I guess an obvious choice would be a writer, or something that has to do with literature. That would be fitting, seeing as I started my own literature club and everything, don't you think? Oh, maybe a musician! I did write and perform an entire song, after all. I'd love to write more songs, especially if they're songs about you. Or once I get better at it, maybe I could do some programming. I know I've still got a lot to learn, but I'd say I've done pretty well so far for being self-taught. There are definitely a lot of different jobs out there, though. Honestly, even with these obvious examples, there's still a good chance I'll end up doing something completely different. A lot of people end up in fields they've never even considered. For now, though, I think it's safe to say I've still got some time to think about it. Maybe you can help me decide when the time comes, Zero.
I will, Monika. You can be pro cheerleader. What job would Monika be? I think she would probably be like a writer or even a musician. I think that would probably, yeah, those two would seem to make the most sense. Maybe even a teacher, who knows?
Hey, Zero, I've been thinking about immortality lately.
Oh god. I see.
Seeing as I'm essentially immortal while I'm in here and all. A lot of people think it's a good thing, but I don't really think it is.
Exactly, it's not. Because think about it, you see everyone who you love die, then you have to love new people, and then those new people you love will die too, and so it's just a sad, sad existence.
Sure, it's an interesting thought, living forever, not having to worry about dying. But not everyone is immortal, and some people just don't want to be. Like, after a while, what would you even do? I mean, after living enough, eventually you would achieve everything you could ever possibly want to. Experience anything there is to experience. Not to mention, it would be really hard to have friends or build connections if they don't last as long as you do. Sure, it would be nice in the beginning, but after seeing enough people you care about die, would you really want to keep going through that over and over? At some point, you might as well not even be human anymore. Someday you'll have lived long enough for hundreds of years to go by in what seems like mere moments to you. You'll be so tired of life that you'll just wish you could sleep forever. You always keep waking back up to the same boring things, the occasional tragedy in the world, and even those you'd eventually just become numb to. Wow, I didn't mean for that to get so dark. Sorry, Zero. Just so you know, I'd gladly give up my immortality to be with you. No matter how much or little time you may have left, spending that time with you would be worth more than 1 billion years without you. Not that I'd mind spending eternity with you if it were possible, but just living a normal life with you is all I've ever wanted, Zero.
Aw, that's also cute. Also, yeah, it's always like, I need immortality, but it's like, that's what they always have, like, villains in stories want immortality, but then it's like, once you accomplish everything, what is there left? What is there left to do?
I hope I didn't bore you too much. I'll have to think of something fun to talk about soon.
That's okay, Monika, because you actually finished just in time. I think we can wrap it up here. Yeah, that is the After Story Valentine's update. Apparently, I think according to some people, there is something I did not show off. And that is that if you have 2,000 affection with Monika, you do get a special outfit. You get a special dress, I think it is. I looked at that because I wasn't going to be able to show it on the video. So, yeah, that is one thing I couldn't get because I do not have a 2,000 yet. I only have 1,200 affection in this mod. I need to up my... I'm sorry, guys. I need to grind After Story some more. Just so, like, when the next event, which is probably, like, Halloween, again. Just so I can make sure I got enough affection. I gotta grind that shit. Actually, I might be back on After Story for, in 2 days. Because apparently there is, like, she does something for your birthday. So, I am curious to see what happens with that. But anyway, that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Zero. Peace.